Anytime they do that, if he gets 3 when he's on the mound, he's 18-0. That's all you need for Paul Skeens. Probably don't even need that. Orange Bills. Pirates with the Blacktops tonight here on the road in Baltimore. And we're set to go. Tyler Wells with the first pitch of the ball game. Down and away, ball 1 to Jared Triolo. And there's some on and off mist tonight under gray skies. We begin in Baltimore tonight at 6:36. It is 68 degrees. And a 1-0. Triolo swings and pops it foul and into the seats. It'll be a ball and a strike on Jared Triolo. A lot of Pirate fans are making their way in tonight. Not a bad ride over here from Pittsburgh.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You love seeing these colors because you always know where Pirates fans. Most of them are always using their gold T-shirts, jerseys, anything. And it just stands out so good in these green seats.
Here's a 1-1. Triolo swings through a slider. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Umpiring crew tonight. The crew chief is Alan Porter. He works the plate with Jim Wolf at first. Manny Gonzalez at second base. Alex McKay is the umpire at third. Here's the pitch. And that's down low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Triolo hitting at .222 with 5 home runs. With Horowitz next, and then it's Reynolds. Here's the 2-2. Up and in. It's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Fastball gets up to 94 there for Wells.
It does. Jared Triolo looks a little bit late getting started, and I think a lot of that has to do with that 6'8" Tyler Wells, that extension. The ball jumps up on top of you a little bit.
And the pitch from him, swing and a miss on the slider, and he strikes out. Yeah, Wells wears number 68 to indicate his height. Out of Cal State San Bernardino. Still 1 out for the Maryland native Spencer Horwitz. Grew up about 15 miles from here in Timonium. And was talking with some folks during batting practice today. Down on the field. Cheering section here. Yesterday, too. Down and in, ball 1 from the big righty. That's the curveball from Wells.
Yeah, you're always taking information. You're standing in that dugout, looking over that railing. That 3-2 slider, you have to put that in your back pocket as a hitter from the right side. Remember that.
And now a strike on an inside fastball, 1-1. Baltimore in the field tonight. It's Carlson, Cowser, and Beavers. Left to right in the outfield. Jeremiah Jackson gets a start at third base with Henderson and Holiday in the middle. Mayo at first base. And Basayo doing the catching again. Bouncing ball up first, a fair ball along the line, and it'll be Wells to cover. And that's the second out as Horowitz bounces to first. We'll bring up Brian Reynolds. Drew a first inning walk yesterday. That extended his on-base streak to 19 games, the longest going in the National League right now. Overall, 246 this season with 15 home runs.
Let me look back at recap over this season.
Swing, fly ball, routine to right.
I'll hold that thought.
And Cowser will make the catch in front of the right fielder. Quick inning for Wells, and now Paul Skeens takes the mound in Baltimore when we return on the Pirates Radio Network. Present. Time that they get a look at Paul Skeens.
Yeah, and Paul Skeens, and he'll come in, as we said before. He's going to attack with all his pitches. Four-seamer, sweeper, split that he uses. Good changeup, two-seamer, curveball, you name it. He'll bring it all to you, and he throws it all for strikes.
Former number 1 overall pick, Paul Skeens, delivers to former number 1 overall pick, Henry Davis, who's facing Jackson Holliday, former number 1 overall pick, in successive years, 21, 22, and 23.
That's a lot of talent right there.
Remember, just 2 years ago, here's a 1-0 pitch, a swing and a foul back. We got him 1 ball and 1 strike. No, that was last year, wasn't it? No, that was last year. We were watching that spring breakout game. And it was Skeens versus Jackson Holliday, and everyone was making a big deal about seeing these two face each other. And now they get to face each other in the regular season.
Yeah, the
lights.
That
was just last year.
Yeah, the lights are a lot brighter, and it was just a year ago. And some change. Some super talent. Hey, baseball's in good hands. A lot of young superstars.
And perhaps none brighter than Skeens. Here's the 1-1. There's a strike 1 and 2. For him to be one of baseball's best players and arguably the best pitcher, you can make that case right now. He leads baseball in earned run average from the get-go, from day one. That's generally, it doesn't happen that way. And he strikes out Holliday swinging to start the ball game. Yep, give him some fastball heat. 1 out.
That fastball is just so dynamic in so many different ways. Just the life on it. It can do whatever it wants to do. It has a mind of its own. It can ride, never come down. It can sink into your hands. It sink away from you if you're lefty.
So 1 out for Jeremiah Jackson. Hit the go-ahead home run last night and then came out of the game after being hit in the elbow. He takes a first pitch fastball right down the middle, strike 1.
Yeah, I'd like to see the youngster right back in there, though. So one thing you always like to see, guys, is just continue to find a way to get back on that field.
Here's an 0-1 coming from Skeens. A breaking ball swung on and lofted into right field, rounded by Reynolds. Now he'll have to come on, and he'll get underneath it and make the catch for the second out. The way this is going, I better give you the defense for the Pirates. It's Bay, Cruz, and Reynolds left to right in the outfield. Devaney's at third base tonight with Triolo, the Gold Glover, at short. York at second. Horwitz at first, and Henry Davis has been catching Skeens ever since Andy Rodriguez came out of the game in the first inning with injury on April 14th. And Skeens' ERA with Davis behind the plate is 1.80. So it's even better. Here's the pitch. And a little low, ball 1 to Gunnar Henderson, left-handed batter, 272, 16 home runs. Top hitter in baseball at hitting high heat. Skeens motions home, and it rides outside with a changeup. It's 2-0 on Gunnar Henderson. 2 outs, nobody on here in the first inning. No score. Baltimore batting against Skeens. Dials up 2-0. Swing and a miss. And that is the splinker down and in. It's 2-1.
He kind of shied away from using that pitch a little bit for a period of time last month. And he's gradually put it back in his arsenal a little more often. But when he needs to, he needs to get a swing and a miss or any kind of secondary pitcher to use in a leverage count for a hitter. You see it highly executed with that 2-0.
Now a 2-1 and a strike right on the outer edge. With it again, it's 2-2. And so you got a guy that can really hit the heat. And you fall behind 2-0. You don't have to groove a fastball if you're Paul Skeens. Working the edges, in and then out. And here's a 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And then 98, and he throws it past him. A couple of strikeouts and a 1-2-3 first for Paul Skeens. Through 1 in Baltimore. We're scoreless right here on the Pirates. the team that plays in Sacramento, but we just call them the Athletics. I think that's legal.
Yes.
Say that.
I could see it, Jack Wilson possibly.
That's a great point.
I'm sure he'll be in town to watch his son.
Here's the pitch, and it's outside ball one, and had the pleasure of meeting him when Jack came up to see you in the booth in Phoenix.
Right.
I was working with you and got to meet Jacob days before he was drafted. And then 5 minutes later, he was hitting 400 in the minor leagues. There's a strike. Tommy Pham DHing for the first time this season, hitting at .261 with 9 home runs. The ninth came in the ninth last night. Tied the game.
And Donnie Kelly sharing why Tommy Pham is DHing, just giving him a little rest.
And hit on a hop to third, and Jackson snares it. It's a throw across, a little shy of the bag, so Mayo comes off and smothers Pham, 1 out.
Yeah, Tommy Pham just continues to square up the ball. His outs are loud.
Center fielder number 15.
Some of them that are hit out of the ballpark, in the ballpark, at defenders, it doesn't matter. He's just really in one of those stretches where he's just hitting everything hard.
So 1 out. Tyler Wells will face O'Neal Cruz. Pirates center fielder hitting at .202, 19 home runs. That leads the team. And 92 fastball beats him to the spot, strike 1, down and away in the zone.
Yeah, just like to see O'Neal Cruz getting his swing off 0-0 for a change. So often he's been allowing himself to get down in the count so quickly.
Here's an 0-1 to him. And now he'll take a strike. Another fastball. That one's over the outer edge. It's 0-2. And Wells, those 2 fastballs, 92, 91. This is just the second big league start since coming off of Tommy John surgery. Did have a half dozen starts in the minors prior. Swing and a foul off to the left, shortening up on that changeup. Still 2 strikes on Cruz.
Let's see, that I'll tell you right there. That pitch that O'Neal Cruz just swung at, that changeup, was about 3 inches off the plate away, and he just slapped at it. That's the same pitch earlier when he was hot that he was hitting to center field and left center field with authority.
0-2, swinging a ground ball towards second. And on the short hop, Holiday fields and throws out Cruz running hard all the way. That's the second out. As routine as that ball is, he's on the down arc of his final step at first base, getting down that line.
Yeah, right
Any
now,
juggle, he's safe.
Yes, no doubt. Right now, O'Neal Cruz is just happy to run down the line. The amount of strikeouts he's been putting up over the last couple months, he's being able to stretch his legs out, ought to feel pretty good.
Here's Nick York, and he'll take outside for ball 1. York just getting going with the Pirates. He's 2-for-13. Played the entire year prior in Indy. 7 home runs there. Hit at .287. 23 years old. 1-0 to him. Swinging a soft bouncer to short. Henderson on the run. Flips it to first for the final out. And a very quick and tidy inning for Tyler Wells of the Orioles. Paul Skeens right back to the mound in the bottom of the second here. 0-0 on the Pirates Radio Network.
Take a hack at guessing.
$12 of loaded value. It comes with your ticket when you purchase it at pirates.com/lunch. Paul Skeens in the 11-pitch 1-2-3 first inning. And there's a strike to Ryan Mountcastle. He's DHing tonight. Tall right-handed batter hitting at .259. 5 home runs in more than 300 plate appearances. That's surprising. He's hit as many as 33 in a season. He did that in his first full year, in fact. High and away, and 1 ball, 1 strike on Mountcastle. And then it's Basayo and Kauser for the O's. Skeens on a 1-1. Swing and a miss. Never got there on the sweeper. 1-2.
Yeah, just the amount of swing and miss already early in this game. Paul Skeens has been able to get on both fastball and sweeper.
Ahead 1-2 on Mountcastle. The pitch. Fastball just missed off the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Orioles have struck out at least 10 times at the plate in each of their last 9 games. That's a franchise record. Most consecutive games with double-digit strikeouts. Here's a 2-2, and it darts inside. Missed with a sweeper. 3-2.
Yeah, that was pretty much the first non-competitive pitch from Paul Skeens this evening. The sweeper just kind of got outside of him. Now let's see what they want to go with. 3-2. Henry Davis dials up some really good pitches in this situation.
Well, if he can land that sweeper, that seems to be the pitch. Here's a 3-2. A swing and a soft bouncer toward third. Devaney charges, bare hands, throws, and Mountcastle beat it out. Infield hit.
Yeah, that was really interesting there. That ball wasn't too far away from Paul Skeens. He had no interest in actually coming off the mound to get that one. I think so much of his rotation ends up on that first base side. And that's a perfect example of having Devaney, who hasn't got a ton load of reps over there at third base, but here in Pittsburgh that's his opportunity.
So an infield hit for Mountcastle. Here's Samuel Basayo. 21-year-old left-handed batting catcher takes down an in ball 1. And the game-winning hit in the 11th yesterday. His second game-winning hit in 5 days.
Yeah, he stacked them up. Got to see his other one.
That was against the Dodgers. 1-0, a hit on the ground to second. York will try to start a double play. He'll get 1 out. Relay to a double play. So York to Triolo to Horwich, and they erase that leadoff hit.
Yeah, that was a nice play by Nick York, ranging deep into that 3-4 hole. Not the easiest double play with the lack of speed from Basayo. They were able to turn that 4-6-3 double play. Nice job of doing that. Paul Skeens, efficient. I like the efficiency.
Yeah, he's a guru out there for sure. And now it's Colton Kauser. Pitch. And just off the plate away, ball 1 on a curve. Kauser hitless in his last 14. Checks in at .206. 13 home runs. Left-handed batter. 2 outs, nobody on in the Baltimore second. We're scoreless. 1-0 from Skeens outside. That's the splinker that ran away from the lefty batter. 2-0. We'll keep an eye on the strikeouts tonight for Skeens. If he gets to 5, that gives him 200 for the season.
We are on the watch. 3 away. We're going to have some cake.
There's a strike again?
Yes.
Happy birthday to Neil Walker.
There you go. Then we'll have 200 strikeout cake for Paul Skeens. Let them eat cake.
Yes. He's been doing that all year. The 2-1 swung through and missed. That's the splinker down and in. 2 balls and 2 strikes. If he gets to 7 strikeouts tonight, he'll be all alone in the National League lead in strikeouts. Trying to be the first Pirate since Bob Veal in 1964 to lead the National League in strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's so significant because obviously Paul Skeens is not putting up 7, 8, 9 innings of work either. These are talking about 5, 6 innings. He's just racking up these strikeouts.
2-2 rides outside. And it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Tried the changeup. His sinker, the splinker, And the changeup have been running a little big tonight at times. Here's a 3-2. Swing and a foul tip struck him out. That's strikeout number 3 for Paul Skeens through the first 2 innings. 0-0. Pirates and Orioles right here on the Pirates.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
Devaney will lead it off for the Pirates. Ji-Hwan Bae and then Henry Davis. 6 up, 6 down for Tyler Wells on 19 pitches. Second start since coming off Tommy John. It's up high, ball 1. The fastball riding up there at 92 to Cam Devaney, hitting at 136. 28-year-old rookie. Right-handed batter. 1-0. Swing and a miss. Fastball out over. At 93 that time. 1 ball and 1 strike. Came over in a trade with Kansas City at the All-Star break. Here's a 1-1 to him. Swing and a miss on another fastball. 1-2.
Think about some of those trades. Just in my mind, it popped over one of those trades that Pirates made it way back in the 90s. Joe Randa coming over from the it just popped in my head out of the blue. I like Joe. Joe was a good teammate. The Joker.
1-2 now. A swing and a foul. Able to spoil that fastball.
Man, that fastball creaked up at 94 miles per hour from Tyler Wells. He has a cut fastball. You'll see that occasionally. That'll sit around 91. Just when he wants to have some late movement and throw it against the righties and the lefties.
Ahead 1-2. The 6'8 Wells delivers. Swing and a foul tip. Struck out Devaney. Second strikeout tonight. Ji-Hwan Bae is coming up, and so is the Mega Millions jackpot on Friday night with an estimated annuity of $381 million. $381 million. Don't forget to play at your local retailer or online. Pennsylvania Lottery proceeds benefit older Pennsylvanians every day. You got to be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Bae fouls it back. Wells intent on throwing fastballs here in this third inning against the bottom of the order. Still looking for the first base runner. Bae in his second stint with the Pirates this year. 1 for 13. Takes a breaking ball down and in. That's the curve. 1-1. Bae is 26 years old. Does have an option remaining for next season if the Pirates choose to use it. Here's the 1-1. Swinging a foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. But there's a lot of players around that age, the mid to even late 20s, that the Pirates have that are still unproven at the major league level, and a number of them you got to make a decision on probably this offseason.
That's true. I mean, that is a tough part, too, because you need some guys that are everyday guys for the future.
Outside now 2-2.
And Ji-Hwan Bae was one of those guys that you really wanted to see him just because of the speed factor and the potential of having an everyday leadoff guy that plays against righties and lefties. You have to say somewhat a little disappointment, but you like to see him just kind of find a way back.
2-2 he'll take, and the fastball just misses. 3-2.
Because in that short sample size, you remember it had that one little stretch where he was on
at the
base.
Beginning of the 23 season, he lashed the ball all over the field.
And it changed everything. It was hard to defend. It was just wreaking havoc on the bases.
Full count to him in the pitch. Swing and a miss. He's down on strikes. On the cutter. There was a time early in that 23 season. Remember, Cruz was out with injury. And I said this on the air then, and I stand by it. He was the most dynamic player on the field, with both teams included at that time. That's how high I think he was at one point, and then it dropped off precipitously, just as the Pirates did that season. Remember, they started 20-8. Henry Davis, the batter, and he takes a strike. And really, the young players are what drives this ball club, because they assembled a group of guys through the draft, through some trades, to all come up around the same time and prosper. And there's been various levels of that, of course. Here's the 0-1. And that's outside 1-1 on Henry, hitting at 164. Has a half dozen homers.
Yeah, it's just, for especially a guy like Ji-Hwan Bae, the strikeouts are the ones that get you when you have that much speed.
Here's a 1-1, and Tyler Wells delivers a strike.
You just want that, you want to have that 2-strike approach. Just find a way to put the ball in play for all the hitters, really. I mean, there's obviously some big run producers that they look to just get their swing off, but for this young team, learning how to hit with 2 strikes has to be a way forward.
1-2 to Henry. He strikes out. Everybody strikes out in the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the third. It's still 0-0 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance. Not the life I want to live, I want to take it all. Standing tall, fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it.
Did you have a reading over there that I missed? Well, that's a new one. I didn't know that one.
Skeens to Carlson, and just off the plate away, ball 1. And Carlson hitting at 207 with 6 homers. Switch hitter batting left. Crowds the plate. Longtime Cardinal. 1-0 from Skeens. Tries to get that inner edge, and he gets it in there for a strike on the sweeper. It's funny, the guys that crowd the plate, pitchers are reluctant to pitch in a lot of the time. No, not Skeens right there. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss. And that fastball's out over the middle of the plate, but it still jams him, ties him up. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's the late life and just that explosion, if you will, of the location. It's tough to get that barrel out in front.
1-2 from Skeens. Strike 3 call. He had to lift up his hands to get out of the way of the pitch, but it was still on that inner edge. And that's 4 strikeouts for Skeens, 199 this season.
Yeah, that's the first one looking for the evening, but that was a great pitch. The top of the zone, inside corner. And I'm sorry, there's no way that's even a hittable pitch. Even if you're looking for it, you're not going to get the barrel of that pitch. And that's highly executed against a left-handed hitter.
Here's Dylan Beavers, another lefty batter. He'll take a breaking ball in there for a strike, a curve from Skeens. And again, if you got a lefty batter crowd on the plate, throw it in.
I mean, that was some kind of execution on that pitch.
Beavers lay down a sacrifice in the 10th inning yesterday. Neither team scored in the 10th. It went to 11 before the Orioles prevailed. Then he goes high and away with a fastball. Quickly 2 strikes. Skeens has struck out 4 of the first 7 Orioles. Oh, 2 from Skeens. Beavers swings and launches one to right field. Reynolds turning around and will play it off the foot of the wall nicely. Beavers streaking into second. It's a double. He turned around that 0-2 fastball, and he's got a 1-out 2-bagger here in Baltimore.
He did. That pitch found a lot of the middle of the plate right there with 2 strikes, and you know Paul Skeens is not happy with that. 4-seam fastball just split the middle of the plate about belt high. Hoping that ball got down. That was the main thing. It hit off the halfway up the wall and just kicked right into Brian Reynolds.
And dense air tonight, not really carrying all that well too. Here's Kobe Mayo, and he's down a strike.
This is when that next level, we're talking about premium pitchers and what they do. This is when it happens. When they get guys in scoring position, they just turn it up a little bit. Now all of a sudden it's like you wake up a sleeping giant.
Ahead a strike on the righty batter. The pitch up and in, 1-1. So since the beginning of July, Skeens has allowed 14 runs in 12 starts. And that's because with less than 2 outs, he's stranded 17 of the 22 runners in scoring position. With less than 2 outs.
Wow.
Like this scenario, with only 1 out in the inning. The pitch swinging a pop-up. A little bit of twilight with a cloudy sky. Davis back to give it a look, but it'll go into the 9th row seats. And 1 ball, 2 strikes.
As Henry Davis will always do. I don't think, as long as the ball's in the lower level, anywhere in the bowl, Henry Davis is going to get to that back netting. He is truly all over the back of that diamond.
Yeah, has the wind changed? Right? Is there tremendous backspin on the ball? You know, not going to leave it up to chance. Here's a 1-2, and he doesn't bite on the down and away sweeper. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes on Mayo. Number 9 hitting first baseman, hitting at 187. He's hit 7 home runs. Beavers at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 200 strikeouts for Paul Skeens of the Pirates.
Congratulations to Paul Skeens on his 200th strikeout. That was a nice sweeper. Again, with a runner in scoring position, just the pitch is just nasty. It is. It's in the middle of the plate, but it just has so much wicked break. Makes a left turn. Got the swing and a miss.
Back to the top of the order for Jackson Holliday. He swings through it, and he's down a strike. And for Paul Skeens, 200 strikeouts in a season. Just the 4th Pirate right-hander to do that in any season. Of course, Mitch Keller set the record for a right-handed pitcher 2 years ago, 210 So Skeens closing in on that all-time record that Keller has held for a couple of years. Here's an 0-1. And a swing and a foul at the plate. 2 strikes, a one-handed wave on the splinker.
That's back-to-back, too. And, again, Jackson Holliday, the leadoff guy, obviously leading the Orioles in home runs with 17 on the season. And you just don't give in. And this is why he's so tough. I mean, he has a number of pitches he can throw for strikes and get some swing and miss against tough hitters.
Ahead 0-2 on the pitch. Just missed down and away with a change. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beavers at second with 2 outs now. Third inning, no score. Baltimore batting against Paul Skeens. He's already struck out Holliday tonight. Here's a 1-2. Swinging a soft ground ball to short to his right. Triolo on the backhand throws, and he gets Holliday to end the inning. A good play by the Gold Glover, Jared Triolo. And Skeens strands another. We go to the 4th in Baltimore. 0-0 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Iron City and IC Light.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all.
And there are drink specials at the Miller Lite Landing Bar on that Friday the 19th. And that's from the time gates open up until first pitch at 6:40. Get your tickets at pirates.com. Ground ball to third. Jackson on to first. 1 pitch and 1 out for Tyler Wells, who has retired 10 in a row to start his day. He hasn't done that in 3 years. Only once has he retired more hitters to start a game.
Yeah, second time around the lineup now. You expect the Pirates to have some pretty decent at-bats after now getting a look at what Tyler Wells has been featuring. The majority of the time it has been that slider and a cutter and that four-seam fastball. Those are the 3 pitches he's used the most.
Set up away for Horwitz and deliver a curveball strike. Horwitz bounced out his first time around. 0-0 here in the 4th. Wells takes a deep breath. 6'8" righty delivers. A swing and a foul, and now 2 strikes. Tried to change up down and away.
Yeah, he's definitely pitched ahead of the count. There's no doubt that's why he's been so successful thus far in the game.
Comes in 0-2. Swinging the ball punched foul up the left side. The Pittsburgh Brewing Company key account of the game, Burgatory, on Tuesday nights from 8 to close. At all Burgatory locations, they offer you half off IC Light drafts and half off wings.
All right, Joe, since you brought up the Burgatory, chocolate, vanilla, or strawberry shakes?
Strawberry.
Okay, all right.
0-2 is Hideaway, 1-2.
Just curious.
Out of the Neapolitan flavors, that is my favorite.
Yes. You can get a little more creative at Burgatory, though.
Oh. I'll stick with the specials. Bounces up there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Four strikeouts so far for Wells. Pitching in just the second game since returning from Tommy John surgery. 2-2 pitch. Horwitz swings and ropes one out to deep right field toward the wall and gone. Home run for Spencer Horwitz. You hear the fans cheering. His first home run as a big leaguer in his home state of Maryland, and the Pirates have a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, he got the cutter just where he wanted it, middle in, and he did not disappoint. He knew it right when he hit it. He points to his family that's here, as you said, Joe, as he touches home plate, and a lot of high fives in that dugout now. Put the Pirates up. Ends a no-hitter and a shutout all in one big swing.
Home run number 8 for Horwitz, that Bowser blast. I grew up about 15 miles from here in Timonium, Maryland, suburb. Reynolds swings and launches one in the air to center. Kauser didn't see it right away, so the left fielder Carlson will take it. He had a beat on it, and that's the second out. Home run 386 feet by Horwitz.
It's one of the things that you see. So many things that O'Neal Cruz, as he steps on it on deck circle, I often think about when you see a center fielder for the opposing team that loses a ball like that, are you paying attention to that? Mm-hmm. You know, obviously this time of night at high sky could be a little tough.
Pham hit a rocket ground ball to third. Now here's a swing and a pop-up in the infield into that twilight sky. Basayo, the catcher, seems to have a beat on it. He catches it at his hip, though, and that ends the inning. The Pirates grab the lead on the home run by Horwitz here in his home state, and we'll go to the bottom of the fourth.
Take a hack at guessing which baseball player or manager said the following.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm not facing it all.
One of the guys that got the Orioles started early with that opposite field home run. And he's definitely looking to try to get a swing off early, especially against Paul Skeens. Not too many times you want to fall behind in the count.
Pitch is a strike, down and away with the fastball, and it's 1-1. Jackson hit his 5th home run yesterday. Came in hitting at .314. Got caught up on August 1st, and he's been hitting a ton. That's down low with a sinker missing. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he came over from the Angels organization, had a little slow start. All in all, was talking to some guys about him, and he was a surprise. One of those guys you like to have come over and impact your ball club.
He swings, just got underneath it, skies it out to left field. Bay with a late break from left field, so Triolo, the left fielder, will go out to Triolo, the shortstop, I should say, acting as the left fielder.
Exactly.
He's out in medium left field to make that catch, 1 out.
Yeah, Bugs Bunny. He's playing all the positions. Yeah, G1 Bay broke back on that ball. We said a half inning ago, sometimes you lose the ball this time of night. That high sky, G1 Bay broke back, and Jared Triolo was there. Very calm, slow heartbeat, makes a play.
1 out for Gunnar Henderson, who struck out against Skeens his only time, and that one rides away from Skeens, a fastball missing for ball 1. Skeens has struck out 5 tonight, walked none. ERA sits at 1.94 at the moment. That's outside 2-0, and you think about it, in the live ball era, so that's since 1920. They changed the ball, made it firmer. Then we started to see guys actually hit home runs out of the ballpark routinely. Here's the 2-0, and a swing and a bouncer right back to Skeens. And he'll wait and lob it onto first for the 2nd out. There have been 3 pitchers his age, 23 or younger, with an ERA under 2 for the season. Anyone that's qualified for the ERA title, and Skeens already has. He has enough innings for that. So it's happened 3 times.
It's amazing. I mean, because I don't think people, even though we bring it up so often, they say, why are we always talking about Paul Skeens? Because you rarely have seen anything like it in the history of the game. I mean, that's why we bring up the stuff that we talk about. It's just so unique to have that.
Fouled back at strike 1.
And it's just a hats off to just his talent, his skill level, his demeanor, his competitiveness, all the accolades you could ever give him. At his young age, he's lived up to every single one of them.
Here's an 0-1 and a swing and a miss, 2 strikes. The sweeper never got there to Mountcastle.
Oh, did we mention he's got over 200 strikeouts?
Yeah, I mean, he's doing things that, depending on how you look at it, whatever prism you choose, had have never been done. Ahead, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 6 Ks for Skeens. He'll tie Logan Webb atop the National League strikeout lead through 4 innings tonight. And it's a 1-0 Pirate lead here on the Pirates.
Great moments in baseball have been broadcast on the
Missing a big curveball, strike one. Now Horwitz has been the only batter to reach against Wells. Horwitz hitting his 8th home run. Grew up a big Baltimore sports fan. Here's the 0-1 to Cruz. It's outside, 1 ball, 1 strike. An unabashed Ravens fan. Who can blame him? He grew up in Baltimore.
Wait,
but,
Spencer Horwitz is a Ravens fan?
Yeah. It doesn't shy away from admitting it.
I'm going to get all over him tomorrow. Just because.
Likes the Capitals. Ooh. Swing and a miss, 1 ball, 2 strikes. But, hey, he grew up here. That's what they do here. But the longer he's in Pittsburgh, he'll learn. Now, Joseph, our engineer, has a Pens jacket on, so he knows what's going on.
Yeah, he's Pittsburgh through and through.
Yeah.
That's right.
Family from Weirton, so. We're representing here in Baltimore tonight. Here's a 1-2 coming to Cruz. High and away, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nick York and then Cam Devaney to follow. Here in the Pirates' 5th. Wells will set. Here's a 2-2. Cruz will foul it back and will take 10 for an ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Here's a 2-2 and a bouncing ball foul.
O'Neal Cruz is just in battle mode, which is actually fun to see because he's just finding a way. Last night had a couple really good foul balls with 2 strikes. He was able to draw a walk. Those are the type of things you want to see. Like even right now, when you're not feeling good at the plate and you're struggling, you like to see those little signs of just fouling off the tough pitches. You might not get the ultimate result you want, but just make it tough.
Still 2-2 on him. And the pitch from Wells. Check swinging a ball up and in. 3 balls, 2 strikes on Cruz. Try to beat him in with a fastball.
Yeah, that was that cutter. That one a little harder at 92. Ooh, wow.
Might have caught a break.
He did
on
catch
the check
a break.
swing.
Looking at that. It's just the break he needed. Let's see if he can take advantage of it.
Wells has already given up a home run tonight. The pitch, swinging a twisting foul off to the left.
Yeah, another cut fastball. This one out over the plate.
Still 3-2 on O'Neal Cruz.
Yeah, Wells is definitely stingy. He attacks with all the pitches that he has.
We'll set up away. 3-2 again. Swinging a foul. Cruz to a knee to meet that down and away changeup. Yeah, this is definitely markedly. We're seeing better at bats. That walk you talked about last night against a lefty. He was down 2 strikes, still ends up drawing the walk.
Now, I'd like to see that changeup. I'd like to stay on that ball. Don't give in here thinking you're going to get the home run ball.
He had a swing and a 1 hopper on to short. And thrown out. So a 10-pitch at bat to start the inning for Cruz.
That ball was smoked back up the middle. But fortunately, Gunnar Henderson, the shortstop, was right there. Actually had to take a drop step to field that ball. A little in-between hop. Almost ate him up. O'Neal Cruz a little frustrated, but that's a quality at bat.
That's a quality at bat. Take that every time. You're going to have a lot of results from stuff like that. Here's Nick York. He bounced out his only time. He take down and away for ball 1. Pirates 1, Baltimore nothing. We're in the 5th inning. Pirates on this road trip travel to Washington following the day game here tomorrow. Swing and a liner into left, hanging up there and caught. Maybe it catches Carlson. Saw it a little late and caught it at his shoulder for the second out. Coming up on Monday, the Pirates return home to host the Cubs, final homestand. And it is Roberto Clemente Day on Monday. A 6:40 game against the Cubs. And the Pirates will honor and celebrate the legacy of the great one. And the first 20,000 fans will take home a commemorative Roberto Clemente pin. Go to Pirates.com for more information. Here is Cam Devaney, a strikeout victim his first time. A swing and a fly ball routine to center for Cowser. And the inning is through. So just one base runner for Tyler Wells so far, but that was the Horowitz home run, and that has the Pirates leading 1-0 as Skeens will take the mound for the bottom of the fifth.
Great moment.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm not facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it
Cowser and then Dylan Carlson, 5, 6, 7 hitters. Skeens delivers a strike. What else? Went with the splinker down and away to the lefty batter, 21 years old. Basayo was signed out of the Dominican Republic 4 years ago, already contributing in the major leagues. Swing and a miss, 2 strikes. Missed at the fastball in 97.
You know, Joe, I mean, it's that splinker and how it's used. It just eliminates the ability to ambush Paul Skeens. I mean, it's the neutralizing pitch. If you're looking for a fastball to get ahead, and you think you can beat it to the spot, and then he throws that pitch, and he gets a lot of swing and misses on it.
0-2 is down and in, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and he can throttle it by throwing a changeup as well. You really got 3 different speeds of a relatively straight pitch.
Yeah, and it relatively is right. That changeup has a lot of movement to it.
Here's a 1-2, a swing and a foul, and off of Basayo's foot. In essence, a pitch that a pitcher can command when they need a strike.
Yes, absolutely. And that's what I said, is it's really tough to game plan and hit one pitch at a time. You're thinking about, okay, I need to make sure I don't fall down to the count, so let me get something hard out over the plate. And then you see that pitch out of hand. It looks like a fastball, and the next thing you know, the bottom drops out of it. And now you're down in the count.
1-2 to Basayo in the pitch. Outside. Changeup got big that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Basayo grounded into a double play back at the second.
Yeah, he's done a nice job in the last couple of games, just going the other way when he gets to 2 strikes.
The pitch. And they bust him inside. Strike 3 call. 7 strikeouts for Skeens tonight. He'll take over the National League strikeout lead.
And I have no idea what Basayo was looking back at home plate umpire Mr. Porter about, because that pitch was very much in the zone. It was like almost in the middle of the plate.
It's almost as if he's not a catcher who is used to seeing pitches come over the plate all the time.
It's when you go back into the dugout, you look and see where the pitch was, and you come back out as that pitch is swung for a strike. You come back out and apologize to the home plate umpire. You know what? I'm sorry. It was literally right down the middle.
I'm just mad at myself. Well, every time a Pirates pitcher strikes out an opponent in September, 0-1, hit foul 2 strikes. Coppers donates $25 to Visibility Pittsburgh. And the Orioles had a lot of outfielders this year, but Cowser was the black sheep among them. And injuries presenting some playing time for him. With Tyler O'Neill hitting the injured list. It's outside 1-2 on Cowser.
Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still. Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all, standing tall. Fear I weighed the person you are. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I played it innocent. I'm feeling discontent. I'm finally facing it.
Well, here's Yandy Diaz. And that pitch is a strike. Nick Lenz calling the balls and strikes. Hailing from Michigan. A little bit wide, down and away there. It's 1-1. It's too close. 2 balls and a strike. And that stays too close, off the plate end. 3-1. Fly ball back into right field. That's got a little carry on it. Tauchman to the wall, and it's gone. Home run to the opposite field. Yandy Diaz, and that is number 23.
New career high. New career high for Yandy. And how about the other way on a breaking ball?
Well, it felt good. It looked good coming off the bat, and I think it felt good for Yandy as well.
How about that? Home runs by direction. 15 to right field.
So the Rays take a quick lead here. First pitch strike into Brandon Lau. Well, that's the 20th home run given up by Burke. Oh, 2. Yandy giving the Rays that early lead here with this shot in the first. Brandon fouling one back. Here's another look.
I mean, letting that ball get deeper into the zone, the breaking ball, and you've got to supply all the power. That's the thing. Well, he did that and then some.
And Brandon out on strikes out in front. The breaking ball there. 2 outs.
That's a nasty curveball that we've seen from Burke. We've seen a good changeup from him and a couple of really good curveballs, especially in that sequence of pitches to Brandon Lau. So the stuff is there. It's the consistency of the stuff. Here's the other thing that we've seen. For a guy who averages 94 miles per hour on his fastball, he's thrown an awful lot of 97, 98 mile an hours tonight.
Yes, he has. A little extra motivation here. Back with the White Sox. That's a fair ball. Off the bat of Caminero, back into the corner it goes. Extra bases for Junior, and he's in standing with a double.
And I bet you that was the last thing that Sean Burke thought Junior Caminero was going to do. A first pitch curveball, hitter's probably not looking for that, especially first time up in the ball game, and that curveball right there that he thinks he's going to steal strike one with, Junior is all over it, and he shoots that ball right up the line and into the corner.
Yeah, no time for Vargas to move. 106.2 off the bat and up that left field line for 2 bases. Josh takes one low. Josh Lowe checking a swing. 11 home runs. That came last night in the 2nd inning. It's fouled. 98. And Josh trying to get around on that one, fouled it the other way.
I'm wondering if I did my homework on the wrong Sean Burke. Because I've got 94 as an average heater. It's been 97, 98 all night. I know it's early. Curveball, I've got it 79. That's been 83, 84.
Oh, this is the new and improved version.
That's 99.
How about that?
But here's the thing. You know, he was optioned down to AAA Charlotte. Had 3 starts there, and he went 0-3 with a 7.82 earned run.
Yes.
Explain that one to me.
I'm going to opt out because you're the analyst. Swing and miss, and he comes back, hits 100. What is going on in tape?
This is the wrong guy.
So the Rays with a run on the home run. Yandy Diaz belting his 23rd 1-0 Rays.
Exaggerated, that's
Griffin Jack's all set to go to work as the opener. And that first pitch, a little something on that one. A swing and miss, 97, strike one.
Well, right there, that 97 is a little bit down the list because you see right here the sweeper and the changeup. Those are the two most used pitches. Those are two big swing and miss pitches for Jax.
That's going to be a fair ball up the line. Extra bases coming for Tauchman. Josh Lowe over for the pickup, and it's a double.
The bat broke.
Yes.
The bat broke. Yandy Diaz didn't move. That's why I don't know if he didn't see the ball. I don't think he was going to get to it anyway. That's not the point, but he just didn't move. The bat blew up, and Mike Tauchman ends up on second base.
There's some unusual things happening here already in the first inning of this game.
Look at that bat. Look at it. He didn't even realize. Tauchman didn't realize it was going to be fair. The bat comes apart in his hands. Yandy Diaz is like, oh, really? That ball somehow stayed fair. I want a 20-second timeout, Dwayne. I'm giving it right here. Just give me a 20-second.
Well, Nick Lentz left the home plate area. We had to wait for him to come back here before Teal steps in. And the pitch is down. So things, I don't know if out of sort would properly define it, but a little different at the start of this game. Rays with a run on the Yandy home run. Now a leadoff double for Tauchman and the White Sox. A 2-ball, no strike count. And that's 98 upstairs. 3 balls, no strikes. And ball 4, he missed with 98 there. So plenty of velocity, but he issues the 4-pitch walk. And here's Sosa. Lenny Sosa up there. He has 20 home runs. Tops in this White Sox lineup in the home run department. There's a miss, ball 1. '97 is off the plate in. So after the double, that's 6 pitches in a row out of the zone.
And you can imagine Kyle Snyder starting to warm up those shoes to maybe make a visit here if he doesn't find it rather quickly, because you're right, 6 in a row. You've got to. There you go.
And a chop down to third, out at second, over to first, and they go around the horn to get the double play. 5-4-3 with Tauchman moving to third.
How about being bailed out right there? And let's see if this pitch right here, by the way, for a 2-0 fastball coming off of a 4-pitch walk, Sosa goes after a pitch that was borderline ball 3. I mean, you want to look for one pitch, one spot. Sosa thought he got it, didn't. Turned into a twofer.
Jack's out there thinking he's living right.
Yeah, he absolutely is after getting that double play.
And there's a first pitch strike into Montgomery, the young shortstop. He's a .231 hitter, but with those 18 home runs. That's foul out of play down the left side. Kyle Snyder liking the double play ball right now. He's feeling a little more comfortable.
Oh boy, no question about it. You see that how it started, and then the 2-0 count to Sosa, and you're starting to think, uh-oh. Just like that, almost out of it.
And a cut and miss. He gets it. Struck him out. And how about that? No runs. A man left on. We have completed an inning, and the Rays
especially flying in the other night.
Jake Mangum turns away from the first pitch. The second inning underway. 1 ball, no strikes. Mangum, Palacios, and then Fortes coming up for the Rays in the second. Two balls, no strikes.
Well, our Liberty Mutual Insurance field coverage. And let's take a look. How about that? Last 12 games, big numbers for Jake Mangum. 444 on the average, 5 doubles. He's stolen 4 bags. He's been clutch, 4 for 10 with RISP.
And now he's ahead 3-0. And ball 4. So the leadoff walk on 4 pitches. Jake heads to first.
Oh, here we go.
Rays bullpen busy with Mason Montgomery.
Yeah, you know, at Griffin Jacks, his longest outing this season, he had 65 games coming in. His longest outing was an inning. So probably going to stick right there. Mason Montgomery, and like I said, this is a pure bullpen game. There is no real bulk guy, so we'll see how Kevin plays it out.
Richie Palacios. And there's a ball. So 4 pitches out of the zone to Mangum. He's at first, and now ball 1 to Palacios. Here's the thing on Jacks, though. He seemed to just be getting warmed up.
Yeah.
You know, he made 12 pitches, 6 strikes. And he got Montgomery on 3 pitches to strike him out. 3 strikes to end the bottom of the first. So we'll see how the Rays play it.
Well, this is what we were talking about with this Rays lineup and Sean Burke. Let him get himself into trouble, because he will. And right now he has 4-pitch walk, 2-0 to Palacios. And that when you do that right there, now you're trying to beg for outs. Like, I'm not finding the strike zone, so maybe I can pick somebody off. Also, Jake Mangum, one of the more successful base stealers for this Tampa Bay Rays team, 23 out of 28 on the season.
And that's a strike. 95. Found plenty of the plate.
How about that? In the first inning, he threw 7 four-seamers and averaged 97.6 miles per hour. Now all the four-seamers so far in this half inning have been at 95.
Well, he was fired up about getting back and getting a start.
Guess so.
Oh, over to first again.
That's the second disengagement. So he has no more. I shouldn't say that. He has another one, but if he doesn't get him, that would be considered a balk, and Jake Mangum would go to second base.
Palacios ahead in the count. Start and stop off first by Mangum. And that's ball 3. It's 3-1 to Richie Palacios.
Yeah, this is where Jake Mangum, you start to think he wants to steal. Those disengagements have been gone, and so he wants to get going. At the same time, he may be able to walk down there because Burt can't find the strike zone, and maybe here comes ball 4.
Runner takes off. A great start. The pitch is down, and he checked. So that's ball 4, pushing Mangum up to second anyway.
Cost him a stolen base.
Yep.
That ball cost him a stolen base. He had that stolen easily. That may have been one where they don't even throw down. He got such a great jump.
Well, with a couple walks to begin the inning, White Sox going to talk it over out there with Sean Burke. Ethan Cash returns to the dugout. Palacios at first, Mangum at second, and Nick Fortes will bat. Burke, a third-round pick by the White Sox in the 21 draft. And he misses on the first pitch. So, throwing strikes, an issue for Burke.
Yeah, that's. I mean, and the thing is, like that right there, that's a guy who's just trying to throw the fastball out over the plate, and he's missing by feet. They're trying to throw that outer half of the plate. That ball is a foot off the plate in.
We've got him for 1 strike in this inning.
Out of 11 pitches. 12.
And he is behind in the count here. 3-0.
What would you do if Fortes just laid his bat down and just stood there with his hands at the ready? Why not? You don't need it.
Yep.
Don't need it.
You're going to take it. And that's a strike. The very top of the zone. 3-1. And ball 4, he has walked. The bases loaded. Rays with runners on every base with nobody out. How about this? In that first inning, he threw only 4 pitches out of the zone. And here he walked Mangum on 4 pitches. He walked Palacios on 5 pitches and has walked Fortes on 5 pitches. There's a first pitch strike into Carson Williams. Oh, 2.
Tell you what, you can't argue with the quality of that curveball. I mean, that is a straight up-down 12-6 tightly spun breaking ball from Sean Burke. The problem is the fastball has not been good enough to get him to that curveball. So he's like, forget the fastball. We're just going to go right to it.
And now the fastball 96. And he takes care of Williams on 3 pitches for the first out.
All set up by those 2 breaking balls. The 2 curveballs that slow Williams down, and then all of a sudden the fastball, and you could see how tardy he was. That ball out of the hand, he did not recognize it right away, and that ball was by him.
Bases filled with Rays. Here's Chandler Simpson. That's a foul ball off a fastball, and the ball winds up in the seats, out of play.
Can I get a signature?
And action in the bullpen. That's Gonzalez, the right-hander. It's foul the other way. So fastball there, and it's 0-2. So he's gone from walking the bases loaded to getting Williams on 3 pitches and jumping out in front of Simpson. 2 strikes. And the chopper back to second for the force play, and over to first. They're going to get the double play. Started by Montgomery. He had to retreat to get to that second base bag, and then still had time to get Simpson.
That's the thing. What a gutsy play by Montgomery. Instead of going home and cutting down the run, he's like, you know what? I'm going to gamble and try to get the speedy Simpson, and he did.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely.
The Rays hopeful that Carson's opportunity here will give him the comfort to continue to get better at this level here in the majors. He said that he is all ears, soaking it in as much as he can with a lot of these veterans, getting as much advice as he can and really learning. Look, he understands he's got a lot to build off of, including cutting down on those strikeouts and certainly, refining his approach. But the maturity, the temperament, the relentless work ethic, that stands out to a lot of the guys in the clubhouse. Bob Seymour knows him well, having spent so much time around Carson in the minors. He said, I think he's going about it the right way. He's the same guy. It's as pro as anybody can get. It's about growth in real time for Carson. We're seeing that each and every day, Dwayne NBA.
All right, well, you're right about all that. Here's Mason Montgomery in the game now, facing Edgar Caro with a count of 1 ball and 1 strike. And he's trying to catch up there with that 98 up.
Very reluctantly with that swing, realizing that was not was a bad idea, Dwayne.
And that is strike 3, 99 on that inside edge.
And there was nothing that you were going to be able to do with that. You talk about burying a fastball at a downhill angle in. Montgomery just absolutely, blisters that ball to a spot. And Caro, caught looking out over the plate, had no chance.
Well, there is Vargas, Miguel Vargas, the third baseman. And more heat there, 99, top of the zone. Montgomery in the game last night for a third of an inning.
I got a question for you, Dwayne.
The answers are not guaranteed, but go ahead.
I'm gonna throw it out there and just see what you think. Miguel Vargas, do you think he sleeps in his uniform? Do you think that he, and I ask it for good reason, he's the only guy that I've ever seen, now back-to-back days, the only player that I have ever seen go through a full pregame workout batting practice in his full uniform. Mm-hmm. Not a BP top, not a T-shirt, full uniform. So, it's worth the question. Maybe that's just, rolls out of bed with it. Starbucks.
And that's going to drop into left center for a base hit, picked up by Mangum. Well, a man looking for comfort, no question about that.
Yeah, like I said, we both have been around this game a long time. I have never seen anybody come out for BP in their full uni and wear it just right through the game. Well, so it begs the question, do you wear that home? I've been accused of that. Wrongly.
Well, yeah, if you're wearing it home, that's not good.
It's not.
No. 1-0 the count here for Benintendi. He's trying to catch up to 98 there. 1-1. Well, here you go. There you see.
Have you ever seen? I've never seen this. This is hours and hours ago. 3-4 hours ago. BP, full uni.
2-1. Well, he hasn't broken in, that's for sure. Trying to catch up again to 99. 2-2 on Benintendi. The runner takes off. The pitch is lifted to center. Straight in comes Mangum. He's there to make the catch. That ball high enough as Vargas returns to first.
Listen, I teach yesterday. I own it. I own when I do dumb stuff. That I never did.
Well, there's Chase Meidroff. The number 8 hitter comes in with a .265 average.
I've been accused,
The
Dwayne,
strike.
of wearing my game hat home on the bus.
Yes.
Or back to the hotel on the bus.
Yep.
Completely fraudulent. Never happened, not once. You know that I will own my nonsense. And there's been plenty to own.
Well, and you own it, and you turn it into a positive, because there's always a humorous side of anything like that goes on.
And I've been trying to I like funny.
Yeah.
And if I'm the butt of the joke, that's okay. Funny is funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to own something that I never did.
Here's a bunt, third base side, and a good one. All the way down to the bag, picked up by Caminero. Vargas moves to second. And the bunt single puts 2 men on with 2 men out.
You know, there's a peak down at third, and you're like, you know what? This guy's a tough customer out there on the mound. Maybe if I lay one down fair, I'm going to be able to make something happen here. And that's exactly what happens. The late square by Meidrith, and he's able to just keep it fair, and it's going to be a base hit and keep this inning alive.
Here's Taylor. Ground ball, and it gets past Caminero up the left field line. Vargas has scored. Meidroth goes to third. It's a double for Taylor, and that will put Chicago on the scoreboard.
Well, and here's the thing, Dwayne. The fear of Taylor doing the same thing had Junior Caminero with 2 outs playing even with the bag, and hopefully he's all right. He's waving him off. You see where he's at. This is early in the count, fearful of another bunt up that third base line. And because of that, now you're close. You don't have a lot of range, and it's one step and a dive, and that ball got by him.
So the Rays with a run in the first, and they're going to... Well, you can see him checking the wrist.
He waved off the training staff, but that was an awkward dive because that ball was getting up the line so quickly, he kind of rolled over his wrist on the dive. Got it kind of caught underneath his body. But he seems to think that he's fine, and the fact that they're not coming to check on him and he waved him off, that's a great sign.
Yeah, he's just not happy with himself either.
Yeah. Watch how that right there. See how see how it rolled over? Just kind of an awkward dive there, and immediately check that wrist, make sure it's okay. And then he's like, yeah, no.
I'm good.
Stay put.
Well, here's the top of the order, Tauchman. Which is a strike. So this game now tied 1-1. Tauchman opened the first inning with a double off Jacks. Now against the lefty, 0-2. Oh, and a base hit lined into center. Mangum's going to have to chase that one near the track. 2 runs will score, and Tauchman is in with a double. And the White Sox grab the lead 3-1.
I mean, think about it. Think about it. With a runner aboard, the bunt by Meidrith got this thing going. Taylor up the line, and now Tauchman gets a hanging slider and goes right back through the middle of the field. Boy, he saw that pitch so well out of the hand.
Well, the Rays with a run in the first. White Sox 3 in the second inning. All of this coming with 2 outs in the scoring department. 1 strike on Teal. One and one. So Teal facing the hard-throwing left-hander Mason Montgomery. 99 trying to catch up. 1-2. Foul the other way. Well, 4 hits in the inning, 3 coming with 2 outs to get all the runs home. Mason misses high. Upstairs with 100, and Teal lays off. Rays get Kelly up in the bullpen. Kevin Kelly. And that's off the plate in at 99. Full count. And ball 4. Well, that's 4 consecutive hitters to reach base. 5 in the inning. 3 runs home, 2 outs, 2 men on. And now Sosa. Sosa grounded into the double play in the first inning. And takes ball 1. A 3-run inning with 2 more men aboard. And now step back, and the throw is not in time, but Tauchman was well off that bag.
Well, there it was. And then this just did not happen quickly enough.
Strike 1. 1-1. Three 2-out runs in the inning. Now it's 1-2. Montgomery in the game last night, a third of an inning. Gave up a couple hits and a run. Touch for 3 in the second inning tonight. Into the dart, blocked by Fortes. Well, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Over 30 pitches in the inning now for Montgomery. And it's drilled into left center field. Cut off deep by Simpson. It's going to be a double for Sosa. 2 more runs have crossed the plate. Tauchman from second, Teal all the way from first. It's a 5-run inning.
And that ball was hit so deep out into left center field that by the time Chandler Simpson flagged it down, all of his momentum was going towards deep center. And so because of that, that's what allowed Teal to be sent and allowed him to score. 99, Sosa just pops it. And watch Chandler. He flags it down, but look at all of his momentum going that way. So it takes him a little bit to get turned around and throw that ball in, and that's what allowed Teal to basically walk home.
Well, that's going to be it. Pitching change coming. 5-1 Chicago.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely.
earlier here tonight. First at bat, breaking ball the other way. You knew it was just a matter of time. Sitting on 22.
And the Rays have some catching up to do. The strike will go back. He was ahead in the count. Took it the other way.
Yeah, got that breaking ball. I'll tell you, for Burke has been nasty.
And Burke ahead of Yandy. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yandy hit those 22 home runs 2 seasons ago in 2023. Had 14 a year ago. 2-2. High there, 95 up and in. And there is ball 4. And the Rays put the leadoff man on for the 2nd straight inning via the base on balls.
And that has to drive Will Venable crazy. You know, your offense does all of that work with 2 outs in the bottom of the 2nd inning to get a 5 spot on the board, and Burke's still not showing that ability to hit the strike zone.
Ground ball, second base off the bat of Lau. Out at second, out at first. No sooner did he give up the walk than he throws the 4-6-3 double play ball.
All's forgiven. All's forgiven, Sean. I mean, think about the double plays that have bailed him out so far here in the early going. And that one on the first pitch, that curveball, about as easy of a 4-6-3 as you're going to get. That has been the pitch for him. It really has. Struggled with the command of the fastball, but that curveball has been very good.
Junior Caminero, it's a strike. Caminero doubled his first time off the breaking ball, and that's been about it. Big swing and miss. Fastball that time. 0-2. Junior taking a moment outside the batter's box. And he starts to go, held up in time. Rays got a run in the first on the Yandy home run, a 5-run second for the White Sox. That takes the count to 2-2. Contact, but foul. Caminero with a double and a run scored in last night's game, won by the Rays 5-4. And he is out on strikes. So the fastball gets him, and the Rays are out in the third. 4th strikeout for Burke. 5-1 Chicago. Well, some Rays fans enjoying the evening. They'd enjoy it a little bit more if the Rays can hold the White Sox and then go to work with their bats. First pitch with Kevin Kelly out there. He ended the second inning on a ground ball. Caro struck out his first time. And now is ahead in the count 2-0. Edgar Caro. It's a strike. Griffin Jacks for an inning. Montgomery 2/3 of an inning, charged with 5. And Kelly got strike 2. Kelly got Colson Montgomery on a ground ball to end that difficult second inning. And he starts the bottom of the third now. And a wave and miss. He comes back to pick up the strikeout there for the first out. Now a word from our friends at Lexus. Miguel Vargas. There's a first pitch strike. That 5-run second inning. The White Sox had a big inning against the Rays on that series when the Rays entertained Chicago back in July. They had a 6-run eighth in a game. Eventually, they won 11-9. And that will take care of Vargas on 3 pitches, back-to-back strikeouts.
That two-seamer really nasty there by Kelly. Watch how he just tucks it down and under the swing.
And now here's a high popper by Betancourt, foul. And boy, that ball went straight up, and I mean straight down. That had some velocity dropping into the stands. And he just happened to walk by and pick it up, and it landed in the seat. There's a guy almost caught it in his popcorn. And that gentleman there just strolled over and made the pickup.
Hope no one comes over to take it away from him.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. Uh-oh. Deep down the right side, and that ball is out of here. Benintendi hits his 19th home run of the year. And the White Sox add to what was a 5-1 lead. It's now 6-1.
Well, Kevin Kelly was cruising, and then that pitch right there, it kind of ran back towards the middle of the plate, got around the belt level of Benintendi, and he just launched. You could see him back-leg it right there. Get that ball up in the air right down that line, and then drop it in.
Yeah, there's a strike. Woodruff, the second baseman. He had a base hit and scored a run in their 5-run second. 0-2. And that is a strike. Bottom of the zone right there to retire the side. 3 strikeouts in the inning, but a home run as well. 6-1 Chicago. Light up the sky. Visit RaysBaseball.com/tickets.
You know what I'd like to see, Dwayne? I'd like to see the Rays light up the scoreboard about now.
Well, I'm with you. There's a high fly ball, not going to be deep enough, high enough. That ball higher than it was deep. And Tauchman makes the catch. Josh Lowe is the first out.
That's what you're going to have to do. A slugfest as the White Sox leading this game 6-1.
Well, those are the pinwheels that made their way over here from Old Comiskey. That concept. There's a fly ball to right. Tauchman right there again. So 2 up, 2 down.
How about this year is the 125th year of this organization?
How about that, huh?
Well, yeah, wow. Saw those signs, around the ballpark, and you're like, and they've been the White Sox for 125 years.
Yep. White stockings, white socks. Yep. There's a strike call. Oh. Ground ball. There's a base hit off the bat of Palacios. Richie's on for the second time with a walk and now a base hit.
Well, and a home run last night. Mm-hmm. Getting himself an opportunity to get back into the lineup, and he's starting to heat up a little bit. Curveball. It's been a good pitch for Burke here tonight. That one just caught a little bit too much air, and Richie right down on it. Sharply hit. Able to squeeze it by Sosa.
Nick Fortes. Foul back, strike one.
We were talking about this coming in. The buses drop us off in the same spot that they've dropped us off since this stadium has been in existence.
Mm-hmm.
And for the first 32 years, however long this has been here, we've walked in and gone to the right to get to the visitors' clubhouse.
What, we have?
Oh, yeah. You have too. We talked about this coming in.
To the right?
To the right for 30-some years. And last year, with the guys at security at the front, I went to the right. He goes, where are you going? I said, the visitors' clubhouse. He goes, no, left is shorter. I'm like, no. I've been doing this for 30-some years. We've all done it. That's where you get off the bus and you go right. He went over and pointed it out on a map. We've been going the wrong way for 30-plus years, Dwayne. 30-plus years the wrong way.
Oh, that's a foul ball.
So last year, he set us straight, and now you come in and you go to the left, and you get to the visitors' clubhouse sooner, as opposed to every team I've ever played on, every group that I've ever been with. You walk in, you go to the right. It was a long walk, but that's because it took you more than halfway around the stadium to get to the visitors' clubhouse. So how about that?
Well, after a while, people catch on to things like that. Oh, a move to first and back in. Palacios over there.
Well, I just remember him telling me, you're going the wrong way. And I'm like, okay, I've been going to the right for 30-plus years. And he goes, come over here. He went over and showed me there's a big map on the wall. He goes, you are here. This is the visitors' clubhouse if you go left. And this is how long it will take you if you go right. But how about that? It's better than talking about this game, is what my point is.
Fortes chases the pitch up. Well, it gets extra steps in. And for more info, visit raysbaseball.com/shirts. We go now to the bottom half of inning 4 with Michael A. Taylor leading off. And Joe Rock is the new pitcher, the lefty. Tall left-hander out there. An inning and a third for Kelly. He gave up 1 run on the home run struck by Benintendi. Two balls and a strike. Two and two. Well, in recent weeks, this White Sox team has been a different team than it has been over the last 2-3 years and beyond. They have had some difficult seasons in recent years. And Will Venable, with the infusion of some young talent, that's starting to make some progress.
You know, since the All-Star break, this offense is averaging 5.3 runs a game. That's a big number. That's a hefty number over now what, you know, is in the mid-40s in games played.
Well, Taylor's out on strikes. And Venable, he's an interesting young manager, 42. He's out of Princeton. His father, Max Venable, played for a number of teams with the Giants and Reds, Angels, I think with the Expos a little bit as well. A little tapper handled by Brandon Loud. Tachman is out number 2. And Will Venable, aside from growing up with his dad playing in the big leagues, he did as well. But he's been on some pretty good coaching staffs. You know, he was a coach for Bruce Bochy with Texas, and Alex Cora over in Boston, and Joe Madden when he had the Cubs. One ball, no strikes. So you can't help but pick up a little something from that kind of resume.
You would certainly think so.
That ball started to sink, and Simpson had to veer back to play it on a hop. And Teal is aboard with a 2-out single.
Trying to make that decision. Do I go try to make a play, or I just let that ball fall in? It was going to take an extraordinary effort by Simpson, but he was thinking about it. This ball off the bat kind of slicing away from Chandler, and thinks better of it. Probably the right move.
Sosa takes a strike. Sosa had a big hit in their 5-run second when he doubled in 2 runs. One and one. That's time requested by Sosa. Lenin Sosa. Two and one. Rays winners last night, 5-4. Down by 5, 6-1 right now. Ground ball and a diving stop by Williams, and he's going to get the force. That's quite a play by Carson Williams. Number 1 to get to it, number 2 to unload it. And Lau made the pickup just in time. And the White Sox taking a peek there to see they're not going to take a look. And so an outstanding play right there by the young shortstop to get the final out. We're headed into the 5th inning. run of the year, and that will make it 6-2.
How many times do you see it, Dwayne? A guy makes a fantastic play in the field to end the inning and then gets to lead off.
Really one of the fun parts of the game right there. 4:16 the distance on that one. One swing of the bat, the Rays trim the deficit to 4.
And think about how frustrating that first at bat for Williams was, where he just...
And this one put down the third base side, throw to first. And Vargas makes a nice play right there to get Simpson.
Well, that's what we're talking about. Let's go right to the bottom of the 4th inning. Runner aboard, Carson Williams all the way extended, gets that ball to Brandon Lau just in time. Chicago decides we're not going to challenge it. That ends the inning. And then right here, a hanger and an absolute bomb. How about that sequence of events there for Carson Williams? Coming after the strikeout in the first at-bat, that was a really tough AB, but he ends up making a great play, gets to lead off, puts one in the seats, turn that night around real quick.
Yeah, you can smile now after making that play in the 4th inning, leading off the 5th with a home run. Well, he showed some power in the minor leagues, and we've seen some of that power, and that was an example of it right there.
Yeah, 3 seasons in a row in the minor leagues where 20 home runs, 20 stolen bases at least. And showing you, he's a taller, lanky athlete. He's going to have a leverage swing, and that's what you saw right there. Just get those arms extended, and that ball got out of here in a hurry.
Yandy takes another pitch up, 2-0. Well, both runs for the Rays have come on home runs. Yandy hit one out to right in the first. And he's way ahead in the count this time, 3-0. Brandon Eisert throwing in the bullpen for Chicago. 3-1. Brandon Lau on deck. Yandy thinking perhaps he could draw the walk. That pitch is a strike, says Nick Lins. Foul out of play. Slicing deep into the seats down the right field side. And there's a base hit through the open right side. Split the difference between first and second over there, and Yandy's on for the 3rd time. And the Rays now have 5 hits. So here with 1 out in the 5th inning, White Sox have seen enough. Pitching change coming back after this. MLB.com/Clemente.
How about that mustache? Another sweet handlebar.
Yes, it is. That's a nice throwback look right there.
It is.
Well, Brandon Lau to face ice hit the lefty, and he fouls that first pitch right back for a strike.
The 63rd game for Isert. ERA of 4.11, and this is another one of those lefties that you get a lot of crossfire action from. See where he is set up? He's actually on the first base side, but look at the step. Way over. And then try to yank that breaking ball away from the lefties. It's all about creating some angles. You see the slider leads the way, the changeup. You add up those fastballs, and that's about 34. Vast majority being the four-seam variety.
That's a foul ball. Back off the facing of the stands. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Brandon reaching for the slider, and he missed it. 2 gone.
Just yanks that slider down and away, and Brandon just, it's kind of a reluctant swing, realizing he's not going to be able to reach that pitch. Maybe some trouble picking it up too. It's such an odd angle. You know, that ball being on the first base side and crossfire has to look like that pitch is starting behind Brandon.
Here's Caminero with a shot back into deep left. That's got carry, and that baby's gone. Home run. That's number 42 for Caminero. The Rays have had 2 home runs in the inning. A 2-run shot this time for Junior. And the Rays showing some life. It's a 3-run 5th, and now it's a 2-run ball game.
How about that? Like we said, you're going to win this game, it's going to have to be a shootout. And the Rays looking like their game.
3rd home run of the night hit by the Rays. How about that? 42 home runs, 105 runs batted in as he chases Carlos Pena in 07 with those 46 home runs. 1-1 to count on Josh Lowe. One and 2. Yandy a homer in the first. Carson Williams and Junior Caminero a home run here in the 5th inning. It's too high to Josh. Josh hit one, a 2-run shot in last night's game. Facing the lefty here. And he is reaching for the slider. Out on strikes, but the Rays put up a 3 spot. Ooh, that didn't miss by much. That's a good pitch right there.
I was going to say that didn't miss at all. I'll tell you, Nick Lentz has been good behind the plate here tonight. That was one that Joe Rock could have used. Keep that count even.
Yeah, what a difference that is. 3-1 as opposed to 2-2, and that it gives the hitter license to take a big swing like that.
Yeah, yes, it does. 2-2. Joe Rock's got 2 pitches to put you away. 3-1, man, he's got to come into the zone. Big difference.
Ooh, and that's ball 4 outside. 95 with the fastball, but it misses. The leadoff man takes a walk. Pitch is a ball. 1-0. Carroll has twice struck out. And we're going to get a visit to the mound here with ball 2 to Carroll. Mike Vasil up in the bullpen, the right-hander for Chicago. Kyle Snyder visits on the mound. Rays back in the Bay to face the Blue Jays. Starting the last regular season homestand, the 4-game series begins Monday, the 15th of September, running through Thursday, the 18th. Soak up the sun at Steinbrenner Field and visit RaysBaseball.com. Well, the Rays at the break-even mark right now, 72-72. Counting this one, 18 games left in the regular season. That's a ball wide, 3-0. Rays trying to stay relevant in the race. And ball 4, so back-to-back walks. And this complicates the situation a little bit. We'll take a look at some of the scores the Rays have a keen interest in.
What do we think about this one here? And we don't know anything about this one. Not yet.
Yep, Rays chasing that final wild card spot, and they're going to have to put some kind of run together here. 1 strike to count on Vargas. And the third foul outside the bag.
Yeah, that's where things get complicated and you start talking about running out of games. You've got Kansas City playing Cleveland. Well, both of those teams are ahead of you.
Yeah.
So
somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose.
And you don't want them to just go back and forth, because then you gain no ground on them. You need one team to just wipe the other team out. Problem is, you're not going to gain on that team.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You're running out of games. You have to go on a monumental run here to close this thing out, and just keep playing like your hair's on fire until that X comes next to your team's name.
Yep.
And that's all you can do at this point. I mean, the odds are long, but you're not eliminated yet.
And you have to go out there and play as if you're not eliminated, because you're not.
That's right. I mean, that's what being a professional, taking pride in being a competitor, that's what that's all about.
Ground ball deep in the hole. What a pickup out at second and safe at first. A great play by Williams. Headed toward the hole there to number 1, make the pickup. And a great feed to second. He did everything he could do. So they get the 1 out. Runners first and third now.
Now watch how he ranges over now. Look, the jump throw. Gets rid of it quickly off one leg and puts it right on the money. You just couldn't have done that any better, and there was nothing else that Rays middle infield could have done to try to get the double play. That was an excellent play, and that's how Carson Williams comes with that reputation of being an elite defender. He's won a Gold Glove in the minor leagues, and showing you why on a play like that.
Now Benintendi fouling the first pitch back. Benintendi with 19 home runs now, including the one he hit in the third inning, and he's down 0-2. Just enough to stay alive up there. Benintendi with 4 of those home runs in the month of September. One ball, 2 strikes. Cole Sulser up in the bullpen for the Rays. And a wave and miss. Benintendi, a late swing at that fastball, and he is out number 2.
Yeah, and that's a huge strikeout. If that runner at third with less than 2, if you're not going to get the ground ball double play to end the inning, then how about that instead? And you had a real defensive swing there by Benintendi, and Rock that close to getting out of this inning, which is what you need. This bullpen needs to stiffen, and then the Rays offense just continue to keep it rolling, come back and win this game.
Chase Meidroth, who singled in their 5-run second and scored a run. 1 of 2 on the night. Ball 1 low. One and one. Too low there. 2 balls and a strike. That's going to be a strike, catching the inside part of the plate. Rays a run in the first. Chicago 5 in the second, 1 in the third. The Rays 3 in the fifth. We're in the bottom of the fifth right now. And that pitch down around his feet. What a stop there by Fortes. Well, he blocked that pitch with Montgomery down at third. He's using everything he had.
How low he is to the ground, so just get up and over top of that. Meidroth hopping over the baseball, hopping over home plate. That is a great job by Fortes. That saves a run.
And a chopper, shortstop. Williams' throw is right there. So no runs with a couple men left. We go to inning 6, 2-run game.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Great God, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm not replacing
Today, Bob Seymour named the Rays Minor League Player of the Year for Durham. Hit 30 bombs down there for the Durham Bulls. As the Seymour family's here, and really this is a special moment. Bob Seymour basically grew up going to this ballpark. Talking to his mother, Zoanne, who's here behind me, his father, Bob Sr., he was here in 2005. They had season tickets in the outfield for when, obviously, the White Sox went on that really special run. And talking to Bob today, he said it was surreal being named the Minor League Player of the Year. He said it's an incredible honor. And for his entire family, of course, they had to bring the signs. Mama, these signs are pretty incredible.
Thank you very much. We're happy to share them with everyone here.
Tell you what, people have fallen in love with Bob Seymour in Tampa. How much have you enjoyed the Seymour fan club that's arrived at Steinbrenner Field?
I couldn't be happier. Thank you, everyone in Tampa. You have been fantastic.
Right. Well, Dwayne and B.A., because you love Bob so much, I think I got to bring you one of these signs. What do you say?
Oh, you have to.
Yes.
Yes, you have to. And I will combine that with my, the story of my personal life tomorrow night's game. Show how much we love Bob. We do love Bob, right?
That's exactly right.
We learned that he's the first Bob in Major League Baseball in the last 15 years. He's only one of 5 Seymours that have ever played in Major League Baseball. What's not to love about the Big Bopper Bob?
Yep, and he made Mount Carmel High School famous.
Yeah. Just a big slugger. That's it. First base and hit bombs.
Palacios down in the count here. 2 strikes. It's upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that is ball 2. Richie tracking that one all the way down. Another good look at that one all the way down. 3-2. Hot shot, foul. We'll see another 3-2 pitch. Richie's been on twice with a walk and a single. And he draws the walk. He tracked all of those pitches and draws the base on balls, and the Rays will get the potential tying run to the plate. And the White Sox are going to make a move here. You can stream every out-of-market game live or on demand, plus stream MLB Network 24/7 for the entire season. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. So the pitching change coming for Chicago. And a quick steal by Palacios there. So he has his second steal.
Well, that did not take long, and boy, he wasn't hiding it either. He was getting an early start. Doesn't even draw a throw.
So he steals his way into scoring position. Fiducia fouls it. With that walk to Palacios, we've had 9 walks in this game, 5 given up by Chicago pitching. It's 2-1. Fiducia had a base hit last night, went 1 for 2, making the start. Then he was lifted for the pinch hitter Fortes. Fortes started tonight. He's lifted for the pinch hitter. And a ground ball base hit up the middle off the bat of Fiducia. That's going to get Palacios home. And the Rays make it a 1-run game. So Fiducia comes through with a pinch hit RBI single. It's now 6-5.
Yeah, just relentless. Relentless, got a pitch down middle, and he just stays right through the middle of the field. Doesn't try to do too much with it. Just get the barrel to that baseball and hits it sharply right up the middle after the stolen base. Here comes the Palacios, and this Rays offense. It's been the long ball. It's been the little ball. It's been stealing a bag. A ground ball up the middle, and they have charged back to within 1.
Here's Carson Williams, who hit the home run in the 5th inning. He struck out and homered. That home run 416 feet. The 3rd home run of his major league career. He's down 0-2. Sweeper from Vassell. And you could probably expect more of that. Third pitcher of the night for the White Sox. And this time sweeps off the plate. No attempt by Williams, and it's 1-2. Popped up foul. That's going to wind up in the stands. Chase over there by Sosa, but no chance. Let's go back to the 5th inning.
Well, the hanger. It's 5.
And the takeaway, 2-2. More action in the bullpen. Frazier Ellard.
I feel like the White Sox have like a 18-man bullpen.
It seems that way, doesn't it?
Feels it. Feels it.
And time called. Oof. So that's a non-pitch.
Yeah, I tell you what, there have been so many of these late timeout calls. I mean, to the fact that, Carson Williams didn't even step out. I mean, he stayed at the ready almost. It was so late.
Oh, and now with a timing violation, and Williams is out.
And now I'm very confused.
Yeah,
I thought he yelled time.
Yes.
And so everything stopped. And Kevin Cash is not losing it, so.
That's a violation. Trying to get another timeout.
Oh, well, there you go. There you go. Calling. You get one. You get one.
Right there.
Well, and then you see that's why he did not get out. That's why, because Carson, as soon as he called for the second time out, realized, I shouldn't have done that.
Yeah.
I get my hand right back on the bat and stay ready. That's exactly what happened. Yep. Because you only get the one.
It's a little tap, third base side. That's going to kick foul. And it's 1-1. So Williams out. The second out of the inning. Paducah heads back to first. Rays have scored a run to make it a one-run game. Chandler Simpson seeing what he can do here. 0 for 3 so far tonight. Out trying to bunt his way on in the fifth inning. That's when Vargas made that superb play down at third. And that's going to be strike 2. Simpson 1 for 4 last night with a run batted in. Rays coming off a 5-4 win. Tonight they're down 6-5 in the ground ball, but stationed right there behind the bag. Montgomery, the shortstop, gets the force play. Rays trim it to 1, 6-5.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm running, facing it all.
And clawed their way back, a one-run game as we sent things back to Chicago. Dwayne?
Well, thank you very much, fellas. We go to the bottom half of the sixth inning. Jacks opened this game. Montgomery followed, then Kelly, followed by the left-hander Rock. And he will open the bottom of the sixth inning against Michael A. Taylor. Rock, a nice job of holding the White Sox while the Rays have got themselves right back in this game. First pitch is a strike to Taylor. And that went by him. Little sink to it, 0-2. It's a ball, 2 strikes. Fly ball to right toward the line on his way over there. Josh Lowe makes the catch. 1 away. Step up to the plate with the official debit card of the Tampa Bay Rays, only at Amerant Bank. Sign up for yours today. Visit www.amerantbank.com/Rays card. Top of the lineup. Like Talkman. Oh, and that pitch up and in and gets him. So he is hit by the pitch and is on base for the 3rd time. He's feeling this one.
Yeah, that got him pretty good. That ball's running up and in. Nowhere for him to go. I think he's got some padding on the back of that right arm. That helps. Yeah, he does. But still, that's not gonna feel great. That bat flip lets you know that.
Well, Rock entered this game in the 4th. Well, he is entering his 3rd inning of work, 2 1/3 officially so far. There's a strike. Kyle Teal, the DH. Rock's longest outing, 3 innings. That came back at the end of July against the Yankees. This last time recalled from Durham on Saturday. And he did everything except swing and attack the pitcher to hold up on that one.
It looked like he was going to try to dance with that baseball. Didn't go.
And he takes that pitch for a ball. 2-1. Deal, big swing and a foul ball, 2-2. It's going to be a foul ball out of play. We saw Rock for the first time at the end of June. That was in Baltimore. And a foul ball back again. 1 on with 1 out in the 6th. And a foul ball. Still 2-2. Rock working out of the bullpen and his time in the minor leagues. AAA. The longest recent outing there was a 2-inning stint on the 28th of August, and then a couple stints in early September. And now pitching again for the Rays here. And has 2 1/3 under his belt, and a base runner aboard in the 6th. Little tap. Oh, that's a foul ball by the time it could be picked up. So Paducah with a quick pickup, but by the time he got it, that was foul.
Right off the end of the bat, and he quickly gets up. Yeah, you can see that didn't even get out of the batter's box. Not enough.
So the 2-2 to Teal. A little tapper right side. The play's going to be to first. Brandon Lau to Yandy Diaz, and moving up to second, Tachman. He is there with 2 outs. And Lenine Sosa will be the hitter. So Sosa announced. And out of the Rays dugout comes Kevin Cash. He's had Brian Baker up in the bullpen. And the Rays are going to make the pitching change right here.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm not replacing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step still.
3 runs in the 5th, another run in the 6th to close within 6-5. Yandy Diaz, a home run the other way. His first time up, Junior Caminero, another big night at the plate. And you can see chasing Sean Burke through 4 1/3 innings, and it has come down now to the battle of the bullpens. You get Brian Baker in there. He's got that runner at second with 2 outs. Got to get this last one and preserve that 1-run deficit.
He faces Lenine Sosa. First pitch is skied to right. And Josh Lowe is there to make the catch to retire the side. On to the 7th inning. Yandy Diaz will lead off when we return.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh,
home runs have gone the other way.
And the first pitch, he swings and sends a fly ball into right. That's caught by Tachman. One away. So Brandon Lau against Jordan Leisure. It's inside.
Well, 55% of the time we've got the fastball, the four-seamer, averaging 96 miles per hour from Jordan Leisure. Slider, split, very rare.
2-0. Leisure out of Brandon. He's facing Brandon right now.
I was just going to say, that got weird for a second.
And the pitch is a strike. 2-1. Spent some time at the University of Tampa. She's zeroing in on you there. And why not? Just can't resist. Out of play. It's 2-2. Yandy has gone out to right. Brandon Lau 2-2.
She is dialed in. Dialed in.
Dialed in is exactly right. I feel like we should be hiding. High pop foul. That's going to be out of play.
I think with those binoculars, there is nowhere to hide. I think they're gonna find you. She's like, don't you two even think about it.
That's right. Clevenger, the lefty. Sulzer, the right-hander, and Brandon is out on strikes.
Well, our Dell Technologies hard drives, Junior Caminero strolling to the plate right here. Let's look at his last 17 games. 7 for 17, runners in scoring position. How about all the extra base hits, the runs driven in? I mean, he just continues to improve, just continues to get better and better as this season moves along. It's been pretty incredible to watch. As such a young player, all the adjustments that he's been able to make. Game to game, week to week, at bat to at bat.
Well, the Rays have trimmed this 6-1 deficit to 1. It's 6-5. And here's a guy with the kind of power as we know, with a double and a homer tonight. Anything's possible up there.
He's in scoring position now.
On the ground, the second baseman, Heidrich, with the pickup and throw, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom of the seventh coming, 6-5 Chicago. visiting RaysBaseball.com. Some Rays fans here on the south side of Chicago as Cole Sulser enters the game. Pitcher number 6 for the Rays.
Well, 13 games this season. He's completed 14 innings with a 321 earned run average, a whip of 1.36.
And Sulser's first pitch is a strike. Colson Montgomery with a strikeout, a ground out to first, and a walk tonight. He doubled in a run last night and scored one. Changeup has him out in front, 0-2. Sulser recently recalled from AAA Durham Sunday. It's fouled out of play. This is his 4th stint with the Rays, up and down. A ball and 2 strikes. Frazier Ellard busy in the bullpen for Chicago. And there's a reach and a swing and miss out in front. Changeup got him.
Yeah, the last 2 strikes were of the changeup. And I'll tell you, Colson Montgomery wondering what he just saw there. Sulser throws with such conviction that changeup. And you can see he just could not stay back long enough. Well, look at that action on it, too. Not only do you get the great arm action, but you put the pitch in a perfect location and just no answers.
Edgar Caro up there. He has walked in 3 plate appearances, officially nothing of 2. And there's that fastball up at 93.
And the swing would tell you that it was much harder than that. And at Sulser, he's able to do that to you because, again, the effectiveness of the changeup.
Yep.
So you get these hitters, listen, hitting is timing. Pitching is interrupting that timing. And Sulser can do that with that fastball and that changeup combo and get a hitter, and we talk about it often, get caught in between. You're a little tardy on the fastball. You're way out in front on the changeup. Like right there. Just an awkward swing. Yeah.
Exactly what you're talking about there.
That is it. That is it. You just want a hitter's timing to be a little off, because if it is, you give yourself a great chance to get the out.
Two balls, 2 strikes. And he comes back with a change and finishes him. So 2 strikeouts. That changed the strikeout pitch in each case.
Great action on the pitch. Great arm action. He sells it. And, this is one of those instances where when you're coming out of the bullpen, you got to realize what's working down there. That changeup obviously probably felt pretty good for him in the bullpen, realized it's a good matchup against these particular hitters, so he's going to go out there and exploit them with that pitch, and he did just that with both. Fastballs had some good giddy up, some good life to it.
Mm-hmm.
That helps.
There, fastball for a strike, 94. And that's a little wide. 1-1. And the changeup, and he lays off Vargas. 2-1. And another changeup and a no-go for Vargas. Well, 3 balls and a strike. Benintendi is on deck. So he comes in, fastball 3-1, and we go to 3-2 with that foul ball. And a cut and miss. He strikes him out. Well, he strikes out the side. 2 changeup strikeouts, and that one on the fastball.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm gonna facing it all. Burning the bridge that keeps us. I'm here and I'm feeling fearless. Exaggerated, that's what you assume. The story's over now, I must conclude. I am conflicted, watching where I step, still hanging in the balance.
7 extra base hits. He's driven in 10, scored 9, 3 for 11 with runners in scoring position. We were talking about him a little bit earlier, Dwayne, and the thing that's been really encouraging is he's been able to handle the fastball, handle the breaking ball. If you make a mistake, he's been on it.
And he jumps on the first pitch there, chops it foul. The fastball from the left-hander Fraser Ellard.
You know, and he's another guy. Get him on base, and he's always a threat to run. He's been a guy throughout his young career, has been a high percentage of success with the stolen base, 17 out of 21 this year. Got to find a way to get him on.
One is fouled the other way. Down the left side into the stands.
Or the way that he's been swinging the bat lately over those 11 games, 4 home runs.
That's going to be a foul ball up against the screening. Mangum will be next. The chopper foul. Steven Wilson, the right-hander, up in the bullpen. And a wave and miss. The slider got him swinging. 1 away.
Well, Ellard just sweeps this one all the way across the plate from one side to the other. Maybe from in off the plate to well off the plate away. And that's so hard for a hitter to stay on, and Josh wasn't able to.
Jake Mangum from the right side. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. And the cut foul fouling it back. Well, Palacios is due next, but Morel has moved into the on-deck circle with the lefty out there. Mangum, the switch hitter, battling from the right side and chops it by the mound. Could be a close play, and there will be no play. Well, Mindra tried to come up with that quickly, had a bobble out there, and either way, it was going to be close, and that will be a base hit, an infield hit for Mangum.
Well, that's pressure. That's what Mangum does. Out of the box, they know that he's going to be flying, so Mydrith is trying to make the perfect play, which is what it would have taken to even make it close. But that chopper into the ground, I mean, Mangum, look at that sprint speed up the line. And that's from the right side. He's one of the fastest guys from home to first in Major League Baseball. He gives great effort every time. And these infielders, they know that. And they know that they're under a lot of pressure to make a perfect play, and Mydrith wasn't able to.
Christopher Morel hits for Palacios. 1 ball, no strikes. Well, Mangum 23 of 28 in the steal department. And a ground ball down to third. Vargas to second, 1, first base 2. They turn the double play on the sharply hit ball down to Vargas at third base. And the Rays do not score after picking up a hit. The double play leaves no one on base.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feeling discontent. I'm only facing it all.
Count. And that's a strike out there on the corner. And we'll have the breakout on Junior Caminero, who has hit his 42nd home run of the year in this game tonight. Rich Hollenberg, Grant Balfour, Ryan Bass. That's pulled foul up the right side and into the screen. White Sox with Grant Taylor up in the bullpen. Sulzer struck out the side in the 7th inning. He got Montgomery, Caro, and Vargas. Now he deals with Benintendi leading off here in the bottom of the 8th.
He's about to get the 4th in a row. Going to get the 4th right here.
Benintendi fouls off that changeup.
Didn't get that changeup where he wanted it. And that's what allowed Benintendi just kind of reach out there and foul it off after the two elevated heaters.
A little check swing roller. And the throw to first. Sulzer got down there nicely and made a good throw to first to get Benintendi.
That changeup has been deluxe here tonight. And Benintendi, okay, he didn't go down striking out. You might have wanted to after that. Going down off the end of the bat.
Chase Mydrith. And that's a strike. Four-seamer out there on the edge.
Tell you what, you're not out of the woods yet, but you've got to really tip your cap to this Rays bullpen.
Yep.
You know, and what was a bullpen day. And after the White Sox had 6 runs through 3 innings, scoring 5 in the second inning, and had a 6-1 lead, the bullpen up to this point has just gone into lockdown mode and given the Rays every opportunity to come back.
There's a pop fly short center, and there to make the catch, Mangum, and oh, what a grab. Jake Mangum coming in head first with that dive, stretching out to make the catch for out number 2. Stamp that one with a star.
Look at this full horizontal right there. I mean, every last bit. We know that Jake Mangum gets to top-end speed as quick as anybody in the game, and to be able to go as far as he did and make that dive at the last split second, Cole Sulzer cannot believe, and very appreciative of that play made by the Rays center fielder. What a fantastic job by Jake. He's getting his steps in.
Yes, he is. And recapturing his breath. Swing and a miss. 1-1. He had quite a landing there.
But think about the infield hit in the previous inning too. A lot of running.
2-1. He was trying to get the wheels down, but I'm not sure they were fully extended.
No.
But what a great catch.
Remember, he was the Rays Heart and Hustle Award winner.
That's why right there.
Yeah, so well deserved. That changeup, I'll tell you, continues to just give these White Sox hitters problems.
2-2. And let's chop beyond the coaching box.
See if he goes with the fastball here. You know, he has slowed him down with some changeups. Taylor finally on that one, was able to foul it off. Now all of a sudden you take that 93, 94 top of the zone. There you go. Cutter, change, all the way down. Slow him, and maybe run that fastball up right now. Get right by him.
That's exactly what he was thinking.
That's where you get frustrated too, because you've got the right idea, you know what you want to do, and all of a sudden the ball comes out of your hand and it's way too high. It's an easy take for Taylor.
And this one is lined foul up the left side. Came back with a change. This will be the 8th pitch of the at bat. Sulzer had a nice run most recently at Durham, 2-0 with a 196 earned run average down there. And he gets the strikeout, just went for the four-seamer. 4 strikeouts in the 2-inning stint. We'll go to the 9th. 6-5. Bullpen, a great job here tonight.
They really haven't. They've given themselves one last opportunity against Grant, on for the 31st time. A 568 earned run average, a whip of 1.48. So opportunity for base runners. He is 4 out of 5 in the save department.
Dominic Fletcher in the game and left. So Taylor's first pitch, Fiducia takes that one. Ball one. The chopper foul in behind Michael Johns, the first base coach. Fiducia had a hit, started last night, 1 for 2. Pinch hit in the 6th inning of this game and had an RBI single. Takes the pitch too low. Carson Williams on deck. Too tight. 3-1. Fiducia fouls one back to run it all the way out to 3-2.
Figuring that their work is not done yet.
Clevenger getting ready in the bullpen. And there's a leadoff walk. So there's a start. Rays get the leadoff hitter in the inning aboard.
Well, like we said, you've got a whip of almost 1.5. You are giving up the free pass. You are allowing base runners. Last thing Will Venable wanted to see, a leadoff walk, bottom of the order.
Well, Williams is going to be lifted. And Tristan Gray will pinch hit. He hit the home run in the 7th inning last night. His 3rd of the year. It turned out to be the difference in the game. Pinch hitting now for Williams. And that's a ball. Here's the shot last night.
That was the difference maker.
Little trip out to the mound. So we're a walk and then one other pitch into the 9th inning for Taylor. Plate umpire Nick Lentz out there as Venable goes out, and they're going to take Taylor out. So one would assume there's a physical issue.
Assume, yeah, maybe. I mean, that was strange. Even Will Venable did not go out right away.
Yep.
Huh.
Well, there's that first pitch. And Taylor standing in front of the rubber out there. And we're going to get a new pitcher. So that's going to be it for Taylor. We'll be back with the new pitcher in a moment.
Folks, that right there is deep.
Hanging in the balance, not the life I want to live. I want to take it all. Stand
White Sox with the need to change pitchers. Here's the wild card breakout right now. The final with Texas winning and Kansas City defeating Cleveland. You're talking about if everybody else cancels each other out, winning a game, losing a game, winning a game, losing a game, and you start winning, now you've got a shot. But that's what it's going to take, as you pointed out. You're going to have to string some significant wins together.
Yeah, starting right now.
Yeah.
You've got a few outs to go. You need to find a way to pull this one out.
So Gonzalez, Michael Gonzalez is the new pitcher, 7th of the game.
Well, good numbers. ERA very good. The whip at 1.02. Four-seam fastball, 95 mile per hour average, uses it 55% of the time. The slurve, a changeup.
And he inherits a 1-0 count. That makes it 2-0 on Gray. Tristan Gray got a walk and a home run last night. Scored 2 runs. Fouls it back. 2-1. It's 94 away. 3-1.
They do have an 18-man.
Yeah, I guess they do.
They just keep running them out there.
Tyler Gilbert quickly up in the bullpen, the lefty. And that is ball 4 upstairs. So a couple walks. And the Rays have men at first and second. And nobody out in the 9th inning.
And that breaking ball just never got back to the zone. Got close. That could have been called. But was not. Rays benefit, and now you have a little something brewing here. The walk to the 8 and 9 hole hitters.
And the Rays will have Simpson up there.
Boy, look at where the corner infielders are playing as of now. Vargas and Sosa.
Chandler Simpson, and he puts down the bunt third base side. They're going to have to go to first. He is out there, and he bunts the runners over. 2 men in scoring position.
Dwayne, we were talking about this before the game. When was the last time you saw the wheel play put on?
Yep.
And that was a play right there that the White Sox actually took a peek at, maybe trying to get the runner at third. Right there. You see that this is more of the wheel play that you very rarely see anymore. Didn't feel comfortable making that throw to try to get the lead runner at third base, and now all of a sudden Rays with runners at second and third with just 1 out.
And Yandy Diaz is the hitter. He takes a strike. 95 from Gonzalez. 1-run game, 2 men in scoring position. The infield is up. Oh, look out. That pitch up and in, moving Yandy out of there. 1-1.
Trying to crowd him, trying to keep him from getting his arms extended, and trying to keep him from being able to go up the middle the other way. See if they stick with that plan.
That's wide. 2 balls and a strike. Gonzalez, pitcher number 7. And that's foul back. 2-2.
Got a pitch to hit there, too. That's why Yandy's body language right now. He's kind of slowing things down, realizing that in a 2-1 count, he had a pitch right out over the heart of the plate and missed it, fouled it off. Now you go back to battle. Just try to put the ball in play.
2-2. And a swing and miss. 96, and Yandy is out number 2.
Boy, you don't see that often. You know, Yandy, he's one of those guys that does a great job of limiting chase, and so he very rarely gets beat in the zone. And unfortunately, the last 2 fastballs were in the zone. One fouled off, and that one sneaks by.
So 2 gone with 2 men on, and Brandon Lau is due up. And the White Sox are going to make another pitching change. They have Lau's left-handed bat coming up. So Gonzalez comes on. Got a big strikeout of Yandy. Back in a moment.
Folks, that right there is Decoy, the luckiest dog in the world. His owner is sure.
The pain I felt is paid for, all is said and done. Oh, I am restricted, fixed upon the web. I need to kick the habit that my mind is breathing in. Break out, I've got to see. Spent all my life holding all of it closely. I've made it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm not replacing it all.
Be an issue. He's down to their last shot.
So it's Brandon against the lefty, and a little tapper foul up that first base side for a strike. Well, how about this? It was the Rays who had the opener, and they go through 6 pitchers. Sean Burke started for the White Sox, and Gilbert is pitcher number 8.
Told you they got a deep pen.
And now it's 0-2.
Uncomfortable at bat, left on left. You look at the release point, the way that the pitches move out of the hand.
Second and third, 2 outs, 2 strikes. Rays down by 1. And that's wide. Sweeping it off the plate, 1-2.
How about sweep one right into the dirt?
That works.
It would.
1-2 to Brandon. He fouls it, forcing another one.
Well, you just hope that Brandon as he sees more pitches, starts to build a little bit of a comfort level with the release point, the movement. Pretty much know what you're going to get here.
And that one is pulled foul.
Swings have gotten more aggressive.
Brandon looking for his first hit on the night. It would be a big one. And a swing and miss. It's all over. The sweeper got him. And the Rays leave runners at second and third. Gilbert comes on, the 8th pitcher of the night for Chicago. Picks up the strikeout. And the Rays drop this one 6-5.
Well, unfortunately, Dwayne, the Chevy play of the game is right here. Rays down to their last strike, their last opportunity with runners at second and third, and Gilbert is able to take that dandy sweeper and take it right off the plate away and right off the end of the bat of Brandon and close this game out for the White Sox.
A 6-5 final. Rays winning last night 5-4. Drop a tough one tonight.